What's up, guys? Paulie Malignaggi for Paulie TV. We are up to Benavidez versus Morell pay-per-view. Big fight in the light heavyweight division. Is the winner going to get the winner of Beterbiev and Bivol, or is Bivol and Beterbiev going to wind up in a third fight? That some we'll talk about in the next few weeks. But as far as Benavidez Morell, it's these two guys really. It's tough to kind of pick them apart. Morell is very, very tactical. I don't think either of them have looked overly sensational at light heavyweight. They both had to wind up moving up to light heavyweight because they couldn't get a title fight in the super middleweight division. So they were very, very dangerous in the super middleweight division to the point where, the politics of boxing were preventing them from getting a title fight. So they did the next best thing, and they both moved up to light heavyweight, and they're fighting each other. The only thing about the politics of 175 is that, you may wind up with Beterbiev and Bivol fighting 3 times if Bivol wins the fight. So then even the winner of this fight between Benavidez and Morell will have to wait for a title fight even then. So it's kind of crazy in the wacky world of boxing. Nothing ever surprises us. But this fight, man, I think it's going to shape up to be an interesting fight. I want to say tactical, but Benavidez always brings too much pressure on you to make it too tactical. So it winds up getting physical rather quickly. But I also think that Morell's tactics can offset a lot of the pressure that Benavidez brings, at least in spots. The question I have is, can Morell, when Benavidez does get close, and I think there will be the moments when Benavidez is able to get close, because the speed at which he pressures is a lot. And I do think he's got to learn to cut off the ring a little bit better. I think against Bostic he showed some deficiencies in that, but nonetheless, you're always an improving fighter. Benavidez is still young. If he's able to, keep closing that gap like that, I wonder how Morell handles the physicality, because Benavidez is a good fighter, he's a good combination puncher and all that other stuff, and Morell is a good sharpshooting boxer. But I'm not sure yet what to make of what Morell will do when Benavidez gets physical on the inside. That's why I slightly edge towards Benavidez in this fight, but I think it's going to be competitive. I think it's going to. I know Benavidez is going around saying, in the interview saying he's going to beat the F out of Morell and so on and so forth. I love the grudge match aspect of it and the competitive aspect of it. Morell looks like he's kind of chilled out. But then again, Morell was talking more trash about a month or two ago when this fight was announced. So I can see why Benavidez wants to keep that same energy, and he wants to see if Morell doesn't have that same energy anymore, then he might be playing the mind games. Where Benavidez is trying to think, he won't play that same extreme trash talk on fight week because he's scared. Maybe Benavidez takes it as that. Maybe it's something different. Maybe Morell just wants to be relaxed on fight week. Personally, I think both of these guys are really, really good fighters, and I think this thing is a real tight one, a real close one. I'm going to go probably, I think Benavidez on points here, man. I know Benavidez has been a monster, and he's been overwhelming a lot of guys. Could I see a late stoppage? Maybe, but I think it's going to be competitive, and because of that competitiveness, I don't know that Benavidez is able to beat up Morell enough to get a stoppage. I don't know. You guys see this fight? I think these are two very good fighters who just haven't had the good fortune of falling to the title fights that they probably deserve for one reason or another. Like I said, even at 175, the landscape of the weight class is sort of preventing that, and I think. Personally, because I thought Bivol beat Beterbiev, I think if Bivol gets the decision this time and they go to a third fight with Beterbiev and Bivol, the winner of this fight is going to continue to, kind of be waiting around for a title fight, and then have to stay busy in other fights. But either way, I think these guys can make the 175-pound division fun. I think there's options for the winner and loser. The 175 is a pretty good division too, with some good fighters from the UK as well involved in it. So I think these guys will continue to fit in well in the landscape of the light heavyweight division. I don't know what you think. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this fight. The winner. Which one do you think would be better for boxing if they win? Do you think if Benavidez wins, is it better for boxing? Or if Morell wins, is it better for boxing? And also, how fast do you think they're going to have to wait for a title fight in the light heavyweight division? I know a lot stands on Beterbiev and Bivol, so we'll see how that plays out, man. Let me know who you think wins and how they'll win. Because I think that's the tricky thing, too, is the way this fight evolves. I think it's going to be a tactical fight. But I think, like I said, I think Benavidez will make it physical in some spots. Let me know what you think, man. I'm Paulie Malignaggi. This is Paulie TV.